The chemwebs, they are polymers, and when they get the mix wrong in Canada and America sometimes, the whole tree is just covered in the, oh, got the mix wrong, but these are carriers for biological weapons. We're being sprayed from the sky by aircraft. Unidentified military and private aircraft, and it seems like it's commercial aircraft doing it too, holiday aircraft. Maybe that's why Ryanair is so cheap. So that we're being sprayed from aircraft, and it's incredible. I'm beginning to be conditioned that it's okay, and I'm not happy with it. I can feel it growing on me, like, oh well, yeah. I even laugh about it with my friends, like, oh, let's have a chem party or something, you know, yeah. And we're being conditioned that it's okay. We're being sprayed by biological and chemical weapons by aircraft around the world in every country. Any questions?
Yes, why are you filming this, recording the soundtrack, yet you have not declared before we presented your presentation that you are, so people's voice and people's soundtracks and people that get up and go to the door and people that come into this meeting do not know that they're going to be recorded and they're going to be presented on the web, etc.
That's a fair point. I appreciate it. I didn't declare, and I apologise for that, but I made sure it was above everyone's head.
No, that doesn't matter.
And I apologise for anyone who may get up and be in the frame, but
Civil
for the benefit of the public to get more information out there, I'll put it on YouTube and get it on. Anybody else? We're being sprayed with aircraft. Any questions? Yes, please. Ms. Pam first, sorry.
Do you have any evidence of these birds, insects, and the rest of it dying?
Clifford Charnicol, there's a US biologist recently, I don't have his name, but I haven't collected them myself because I'm not a scientist. But there's a US biologist that has extraordinary data on the amount of microorganisms that are being lost from the spraying. I'll get that link for you.
My friend, you need to understand there are a lot of some infiltrators in training that don't want you to get the message out. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't care. We're being murdered anyway. We've got nothing to lose. I recognise the point. It's very, very important. It takes guts or stupidity, one of the two. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi. I often look for chemtrails most days when I get up, and infrequently, but I've seen it more than sort of 3 or 4 times now. In the skies, I've got pictures I've taken of it, is a faint black line. You see the plane that has not yet got where it's going, but it seems to be following like a Scalextrics type groove in the sky.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm guessing it's shadow. And I've got an example of that from Florida, and where the Daily Mail are using it as a spin. You know, that's got weather experts stumped, etc. You know, that's got weather experts stumped. And I'll come to that, and I think it's just shadow from the preceding ones, the ones that have just left the trail. And sometimes the trail might be over there in the sun, maybe not.
Yeah, so when you see the later or whatever, I can email address.
Or just black coal or something else.
Yeah, it just seems strange because you sit there and think, well, we know where that plane's going, and sure enough it does. If you sit there long enough, it will follow a line to the sky, and you think, well, who's left the line?
Yes, sir.
The earlier films I watched on chemtrails, it was pretty much saying that it was a developed world phenomenon. We're talking about the Australia's, Europe, Canada, the States. You mentioned it's happening in every country of the world. Have you got sort of sources and definites on that it is happening globally?
Yes. The last 4 years I've spent time studying the videos from Argentina to Vladivostok. And every country, I would say every country is being sprayed, but I've found one that isn't. That I've looked at 100 photos of Mongolia, and I can't see any chemtrail, even residue in the sky in Mongolia. It appears that every country is on a planetary scale geoengineering, as John P. Holder and the White House Science Czar said. Yeah, every country. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I've been doing this since about 2009, and as a man said there, what proof have we got that the bees have been attacked and stuff? Well, I got stung by a bee the other day, and I put it under the microscope. just out of curiosity, there's a video on YouTube actually, and I think I found Morgellons on it.
Oh, no.
There was a fibre growing right through its torso, coming out of its back. And I didn't even know it was up my trousers until it stung me. It must have been like, you know, in a bit of pain or something. But it's on YouTube, Morgellons wasp. Yeah. I tested some leaf samples for cadmium. They're still spraying us with cadmium.
Yeah.
The bush at the back of mine is just totally covered. It's been, I mean, I noticed this in 2009. I've got several videos on YouTube. I bought a gas mask now because it's that bad. If I'm out videoing it to show people.
Yeah.
It affected my left lung, to be honest, in 2010. I'm still having problems with it now. I've been to the doctors, they don't want to know.
No, they don't.
I've even videoed the doctor and I said to him, with the breathing problems gone up, yeah, lots. And I said, I know what it is. He went, what?
Most
doctors, I told him, he didn't want to know.
Yeah. An ambulance driver in London reported that from Jam Noise, said that she was talking to an ambulance driver in London, people are having bronchial problems, breathing difficulties, flu-like symptoms, respiratory problems like yourself. If your left lung is affected, that's not good. And he reported that on days that he noticed heavy spraying, a lot of children were coming in with breathing problems. So it affects the young and the elderly.
But you find there's many layers to this. I've found so far that you've got commercial planes, they're coming along and they're laying down a street. You might get another British Chemways, Virgin Chemways, Ryan Chemways. They'll come along and they'll make it rain. I mean, you've got the geoengineering aspect.
It's incredible.
But then you've got them crop dusting us at 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when you're sleeping with your windows open. I've got video evidence of this. I'm up watching it while you're all sleeping.
Well, you can look today, and I'd say most of that sky, I'd say about 50% of that sky was chemtrails today. So, we're being sprayed from the sky by aircraft. I still can't get over it. It's, like yourselves, very strange, and we need to address it. So, I just wanted to speak to a few people and get a few anecdotes of what's happening. Yes, sir?
This is the one thing I can't get over is because I'm, you know, I listen to everything that's being said, and, you know, it's hard to sort of like, you know, people sort of criticising you for standing on the fence and having that sort of remaining a bit of a sceptic, but you look up, regardless of what's up there, there's this bright cloud. A few hours later, the sky's white.
People don't know. People don't know. If you're 20 years old now, people don't know that it's not normal. So you have to tell them. You've got the same. Somebody might not care.
It's this kind of cloud and this kind of cloud.
Well, we're getting this kind of halo effect.
I've noticed that around the moon as well.
Chemtrail here, we have the halo effect, and which was around the Cornish sun this morning. So I'll just move on quick and I'll come back to some more questions before the break. People often ask me, well, this is all very scary, Patrick, you know, all your scaremongering, yeah? But if a bus was coming down the road and you hadn't spotted it and it looked pretty likely it was going to knock you over, perhaps even kill you, you'd want me to tell you about it. So that's not scaremongering. And same with this. People say, well, you've got all the scary stuff, Patrick, you know, it's all very nice knowing about it, but have you got any solutions? Yeah, I do. Not one that I can say publicly, but you know, here's 1946, the Nuremberg war crimes debacle, facade. All the IBM companies and the Krupp Steel and the American corporations, they went to jail for a bit, but Speer was out in a few years and everything. They burnt a few and hung a few and sent a few to Argentina even, you know. But generally it was a bit, the real information about the Nazi war crimes really didn't come out about who was funding it. Like the Bank of England, the American corporations, etc., etc. Even, so anyway, again, imagine if we get so far with such an information tirade, a massive information attack that brings down the New World Order's mass media machine, because independent media is becoming very strong now, and I encourage everyone to do it even more and redouble your efforts. I'm very excited because I want to see something like that for Bill Gates, who funds geoengineering. I want to see something like that for David Keith and the geoengineers, the front men who stand up and tell you it's chemtrails. Got me doing it. Thanks, Debbie. And but again, I know it would still be a farce. Even in The Hague, you would still have a farce. The New World Order controls it all.